With the media, as usual, today at noon. We will learn more about his future in that news conference. For more news and weather, download the free KTV News and Weather apps. From the Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Ryan Houston.
Landon Jackson joins Morning Mayhem each Friday, presented by Arkansas Storm Shelters, serving Arkansas for 16 years. Find them at arkansasstormshelter.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a cool start today, we'll get up to 68 degrees this afternoon. Mostly sunny skies. Tonight's low drops down to 48. We'll see 60s for highs the next few days and small rain chances mainly eastern Arkansas. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Back-to-back Elite Eights, and last year the Sweet 16. How far will the team make it this season? Get the scoop on Mondays on Out of Bounds when senior point guard L. Ellis gives us his take on the basketball season. L. Ellis is brought to you by Matt Black with Allstate Insurance for your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, life, renters, and landlord insurance. Are you in good hands?
Y'all know I love Sissy's Log Cabin, and when people ask me why, I answer with 3 words: the Sissy's Promise. The Sissy's Promise is everything that sets Sissy's apart from other jewelers. The first part of the promise is their commitment to only carry spectacular natural diamonds. Seriously, you can't go wrong with a Sissy's diamond or any other gem for that matter. If it's in their selection, you know it's a quality stone that will be treasured for generations. The second part of the Sissy's Promise is the guarantee of extraordinary service, selection, experience, and quality. Every time I walk into a Sissy store or shop online, I know I'm going to be taken care of. They really treat me like family. That level of trust is hard to find, and I know they'll be my jeweler for a lifetime. Want to experience the Sissy's Promise for yourself? Stop by any of their stores in Pine Bluff, Little Rock Heights, Jonesboro, Memphis, Conway, or Little Rock Promenade, or visit sissyslogcabin.com.
No lunch plans yet today? Here's a suggestion. How about downtown Little Rock's favorite go-to lunch spot, Capitol Smokehouse and Grill, featuring the most delicious daily lunch specials you'll find anywhere, including rotating dishes such as chicken and dressing, meatloaf, chicken fried steak, pot roast, fried chicken breast, and so much more, including catfish on Fridays. Capitol Smokehouse and Grill, open weekdays from 11 till 2, or click on CapitolSmokehouseandGrill.com. Also available for catering any size event or party.
With tens of thousands of satisfied patients across America, it's no surprise QC Kinetics gets 5-star reviews.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I can recommend them highly. I would recommend QC to anybody.
QC Kinetics has changed my life.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
Real people with real lasting relief from joint pain.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me.
It was super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
This non-surgical approach is definitely the future.
I tell as many people as possible. I am an ambassador. I love QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. No drugs, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Once a year, Saracen gives away a coveted BMW to one lucky winner. This month is that special time, and you could be the winner of an amazing BMW X5 SUV from Saracen Casino and BMW of Little Rock. Play to win a top-of-the-line BMW SUV only at Saracen Casino Resort. Just a short 40 minutes away, Saracen Casino is Little Rock's closest place to play and win a BMW X5 SUV.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. For the past few months, we've been asking you to give us a chance to buy your cars, and the response has been great. We really appreciate all of you who brought your cars in and turned it into cash. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Folks, we're still buying cars every day. So look around and see what you or your family has in the garage that you want to turn into cash. It's really easy, folks. Just come into Fletcher Dodge and ask for Chris or Andy. We'll buy any vehicle and we'll pay you more than anyone. We can't find enough vehicles at the auto auctions to meet the demand, so we're extending you this offer to the public. will pay you more, so don't wait. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Come see us today for the best cash offer on your car, truck, van, or SUV. Just ask for Chris or Andy. We'll pay you more, so come see us at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood. Thanks.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
In the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, it is 7:06. Chilly day, Raj. What's the tip outside?
45.
45 degrees.
I'm going to say 45.
It's chilly to me. I had to put on my jacket here.
I've never seen you get that wet.
I know.
Baby aspirin?
We are here at CORKYS. 50% of all proceeds from CORKYS today in West Little Rock and North Little Rock go to the Children's Advocacy Centers of Arkansas, helping kids that are abused, and they have these centers in every county, and really a neat deal. We'll visit with Danielle Musselman a little bit later, Coach Musselman's wife, and former First Lady Susan Hutchison doing a great job there. But Joe is doing a day of giving all the CORKYS management and ownership, they're doing that, which is great. Also want to remind everybody, Guest & Company, Raj, out in Desart, has got that 60,000 square foot Christmas explosion. Yeah. If you hadn't been out there, it is off the chart, unreal. They're open Wednesdays through Sundays, 9 to 6. Wednesdays through Sundays, 9 to 6. But this weekend, Roger, on the 18th, and Josh, you can turn that down now, you have Appreciation Day for firefighters and law enforcement. So, Roger, 20% if you're a firefighter or law enforcement. You have to go to Desert, and it sort of seems out of the way. It is worth the time to go there. You will be blown away. Oh, yeah. But they've had special days for healthcare professionals, educators, veterans. This weekend, firefighters and law enforcement. So, even if you're not interested, tell your wife that you need to get over there this weekend on Saturday, because that's the big sale or a big discount for those folks who are firefighters and law enforcement. We're here with Joe Klein. Let's check in with another basketball guy, because, Roger, we have basketball tonight, thank goodness. Yeah. Thank goodness the Razorbacks can get us a win tonight. Let's check in with Pat Bradley now.
It's time to talk with a shooter, Pat Bradley, presented by Bradford Marine and ATV, with 6 statewide locations, selling fun since 1971. BradfordMarine.com. PB is also presented by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, with a new branch in Sheridan. Alcoa is now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Now, from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
Good morning, Pat.
Hey, what do you say, boys?
Well, first of all, let's say, too, I understand that Gary Hill, MSS Oil is going to be a new presenting sponsor of Pat Bradley on Monday. Very nice.
Yes. We get a new family member.
He's a great guy.
Oil. Yes.
Yeah, Gary, he's a good guy. Pat, look forward to having him, and do want to thank Bradford Marine for being a great sponsor. Of course, Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union as well. Pat, before we get to basketball, we got Big Joe here. We are at CORKYS, and tell us what you thought of the football game on Saturday, and what's happening with Sam Pittman.
Well, I'm sure you guys. I know it's Monday morning, and I'm sure you've talked quite a bit about it, but it's something we talked about before. It's just the fight. It just seems like it's very lackadaisical. I don't know if you guys get the same impression, Baz. I know you're probably up there, but that's the most alarming thing to me, is when it seems to be just a lack of fight. That's not a good sign.
Well, but I will tell you this too, and Joe Klein joins us now, Pat. Raj, when you are getting outplayed from a scheme standpoint, for example, if all of a sudden you don't get to your man, you're supposed to recover your man in the flat. You're not over there. You're not intense, focused, paying attention. Or you need to make sure you set the edge and don't let the quarterback fake it and run around you over and over again. Once that starts happening, you start, if you're not disciplined, we weren't disciplined Saturday at all. You listen to Pittman afterwards. He kept just fundamentals. They were out executing us. You can't cover a punt. You can't break down. And then, after that, it was like he said, man, once that starts going, that train starts going, it's hard to stop it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, I feel for Coach. It seems, after last week, I just don't know how does it turn almost a complete 180 in 6 days.
I know.
Because it just seems like, obviously with new offensive coordinator, all the guys were excited. And it's just like a complete 180.
It is. It is maddening. Do you see that? Does that happen in football like that? Where you
basketball?
Yeah, basketball. Yes, where you're 1 minute for you play well, and the next minute you just come out there and you're horrible. Is it an effort thing? Is it a combination? You're getting out coached. You're not prepared. You're not ready to play.
I think it's always kind of a combination. Yeah. I mean, I think in basketball more it's easier to see because you don't have as many people and so many responsibilities. You can see if the ball's not moving, if there's bad shots being taken, if there's carelessness with the ball, if you're not rotating defensively, not rebounding. It's very, in my opinion, much clearer picture than in football. Your blocking scheme, you didn't set the edge, you have 11 guys with responsibilities, whereas in basketball, you kind of have a ball movement offensively. Good, what type of team are you? Who's taking your shots? Are they high percentage shots for what your team is?
And if you're not doing those, you get pulled to the side, you get chewed out or benched, right? When those things
if it happens
during the course
of the game continuously, and then if it happens game to game to game to game to game, it's
you got a problem.
Well, then you need to try something else. Put somebody else in there. So I think that's what you see with Coach Muss is, there's certain things you're going to do now. You're going to guard. You're going to take care of the ball, and things and things to that nature. He has his non-negotiables. And every team has them. And if you don't do those things, you'll see guys. It's like Jalen Graham last year. A lot of people are like, man, he just scored 32 points against Florida or whatever he did and all this. Yeah, but he's not rebounding consistently. He's not in tune with us defensively consistently. And therefore, he doesn't play consistently because he doesn't do the non-negotiables. So everybody has their non-negotiables, and you have to abide by them, or somebody else gets the opportunity.
Pat, what do you think should happen with Sam Pittman? What do you think? What do you think we should do?
I want to ask you: did you guys talk about the quarterback change already? I didn't hear what you guys had to say
about Criswell.
Yes.
Well, somebody made the point to me last night. Well, it looked like he had more time to throw. And I said, well, here's the deal. It's the fourth quarter. It's backups. Now, let me tell you, the kid's got a gun. We've heard he's got the best arm on the team, and he can run. The guy, he's an athlete, so he does look good.
If he didn't run the other day, what is that?
It's 190 total yards of offense.
Without him?
Yeah, he had 60 on that one run.
Yeah, so. Like I said, there comes a point. There comes a point where you got to try something new to get people's attention. I don't know. And again, that's the makeup of your team. And again, the quarterback gets all the praise when it's going good.
Right.
He gets the money. He gets all the glory. Well, but you got to be able to. If it's not happening and it's not working, it might not be his fault. It might be the offensive line's fault or something. But it's at some point it comes, hey, we had one first down. We had 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I know.
Okay, it's time to try. We're throwing it into Joe Klein all the time, and he can't make a basket. Pat Bradley's sitting over there. Hey, he might make a few threes for us. Let's give him a shot.
So Sam goes over to KJ and asks KJ and lets KJ know.
You don't ask.
From what I understand,
you don't ask.
He went over there
and tell him and say, "Hey, I'm going to try something new for a minute."
So
tell him to stay ready. Just say,
Jacoby starts next Saturday.
I don't know. I don't know if you do that, but I mean,
can't just get paid too much.
Well, no, but I mean that's you can't let that be.
Oh, I know, I'm joking. Real quick too, there's a dad whose son wants to hear Roger's song before he goes into practice. So we're gonna do this for a special cause for a special listener.
Very good. For the boy.
For the boy.
For the kids.
Yeah.
We're all about grandson. We're all about the kids today.
All about the kids.
Pat, hold on for just a second, Pat.
Language.
Josh, if you would, let's play the song, Roger's song of the week.
Sing it if you know it.
Hank Williams Jr.
Yep, know it.
Now I ain't no mudslinger, just want to talk to my hog family. Lately we are a big joke, and I've swallowed my pig sui. I guess it's because now that I've done some reflection, Lord, I suppose I'm wondering about that old Razorback tradition. Everybody ask me, Raj, why do we stink? Raj, why do we choke? I just can't take it, my hog heart is broke. Game after game, I'm getting stronger in my conviction. I know that I'm not alone, wondering what went wrong with our Razorback tradition.
Very nice. There you go.
I cheer very loud.
To hear that, we'll get the album version out of that at the end of the season, as we always do, and all proceeds, 100%, go to the kids.
Early appearance by Wally Hall. Wally, we got on the line. And we got a full house here. Great to have you.
Hey, he's long distance.
He is. Pat, let's talk about basketball tonight and talk about last week. Boy, I tell you what, this team's fun to watch. It's a basketball team. A lot of talent.
Yeah, there is. And just quickly going back to the last game, what I still like about this team is they're a high free throw shooting team. And I don't know if you guys got the numbers there, but Coach Musselman has been in. His teams have been in the top in the country in free throws attempted. So, you like to see that in the aggressiveness. Even though he brought in a lot of shooting, three-point shooting, I know he wanted to upgrade that, but just going back to last game, they had 31 free throw attempts, and the previous game was similar. So a couple of things that I like, keep the turnovers down, 10 turnovers. So he's got a lot of depth, man. A lot of talent, a lot of depth. Might be a 10-man rotation this year.
Our guy is Caleb Battle and Wally and Joe. We're very fortunate to have him. He's going to turn to be the. He really is, and he comes across really, really sharp. By the way, tonight, Roger, we're playing Old Dominion. Give me the mascot for Old Dominion.
Bulldogs.
No. I'll give you two more shots.
Don't talk down to me, Joe.
I'll give you two more shots, Roger. It starts with an M.
The mathematician.
No, think of a pretty little thing that flies around.
Royalty.
Oh, it's royalty. I'm thinking Metal Arc. So you're thinking royalty. Royal.
Yeah,
majestic.
The Old Dominion Majestic.
Old Dominion.
It's the
Monarchs.
Monarchs.
The Monarchs.
Monarchs.
I don't know what that had to do with a flying thing. I just thought it might be a butterfly.
You threw me way
It might be a butterfly.
Well, it is our fly. It is a state butterfly.
Tonight it'll be the mothball.
What city are they from? Right.
What's that, Pat?
What city? Take a guess.
Yeah, don't push it.
I don't know. What
state?
I know this one.
They're in the
Jersey,
Upper Peninsula of Dominion.
What is it, Josh?
No,
they are from Norfolk, Virginia.
Samantha?
Oh, yes, Virginia. There you go.
Pushing me out of silly boy.
He's a Virginia boy.
Yeah, sure.
Your sports knowledge is astounding.
Pat, we're also here at. In fact, you got a chance to go watch practice the other day.
You guys have breakfast?
No
you guys have breakfast?
No. We're not pushing it, Pat.
Pat, I'm having to pay them to be here. Can you believe this? I mean, what in the hell is going on?
Well, he is doing a good deed today, Pat. Did you enjoy your trip to Arkansas last week?
What's that, Pat?
I said, did you enjoy the trip to Arkansas last week?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Going to practice and got a chance to spend time with. Hadn't seen Blake Edens in a while. Coach Matt Zimmerman, hadn't seen those guys in a while. Got a chance to sit down and hang with them, and obviously saw Coach and Coach Muss and the rest of the guys. And it was fun. It was a good time. It was really good.
Well, it's a nice, Wally, to have a little bit of break, and obviously all this Sam Pittman, all the negativity. You got a game tonight. Also, UCA and UAPB playing basketball tonight. If you didn't hear the call, let's play the call from Acre. Wally, I don't know if you've heard it. UCA wins with a Hail Mary at the end that saves the season. They play for the conference championship this week. But listen to, Pat, if you hadn't heard this, listen to the excitement in Justin Acre's voice and him trying to find the words and trying to capture the right thing to say during the craziness.
McElvain rolling, got to get rid of it. McElvain unleashes it towards the end zone. The ball is tipped in the air. And was it caught? Was it caught? Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! The Bears have scored! The Bears have scored! Oh, my goodness! The Bears have scored a touchdown on a tip ball! Oh, my goodness! Will McElvain found somebody in the end zone! Pandemonium! The whole team's on the Bears just won the game on a last-second Hail Mary! What in the world? Oh, my gosh! I cannot believe it! You've got to be kidding me! Oh, my gosh! What in the world? Touchdown, Central Arkansas!
Yeah, the good thing is that Chris Kane is his color man, and Chris did not say a word. And sometimes that's tough to do. If you listen to the Miracle on Markham, you hear Keith Jackson jump in with Paul Ills, and we've played some others. So Chris did a good job there.
I'm going to hire Justin if I ever win the lottery.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Also, Pat, today we have Ryan McGee at the Touchdown Club with Marty and McGee fame. I know you've been on their show quite a bit. He's really, you talk about Wally, he's a senior writer for ESPN. He's written some great stuff, written multiple books.
He's a great writer.
Great writer. He really did a good job on this whole Michigan deal the other day. ESPN.com, you'll see it. Have you been around him much, Wally, at all?
Not much.
Yeah. He's sort of a combo guy.
Well, was his father,
yeah,
was his dad a writer too?
No, his dad was
his dad's a referee.
He's a president of a university. He's retired now, but he's president of a university and he's a referee. He's called games for Holtz and Schimbeckler and all. So yeah, it's a great story. I know you've been on that show several times.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy, and obviously that's great. He's going to be able to give some good stories, good old stories. I'm sure about the good old time.
Wally, obviously Jimbo Fisher is let go, $75 million on the line there. James Franklin fired his offensive coordinator yesterday. Boise State fired their head coach yesterday. Have you been hearing anything? What's your take on what's going to happen? Nothing? I think we'll hear anything today, or just like we normally do, you just got to let it play out, and you have no clue whatsoever what's going to happen.
Well, last Thursday, your check said that Sammy was his man.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times the AD says that, it's a kiss of death.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it was in this case.
So you think go ahead.
How worried are you about the Missouri game, Baz?
Oh, they're going to beat us by 30 or 40.
Worried about Florida International.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pat, Roger brought that up too. Josh, I don't have their schedule in front of me, but they're not a good team. But neither was Mississippi State. Neither was Mississippi State either. At the same time.
Well, I know it was monsoon and weather and all that affected UCF beating number 15 Oklahoma State. I reckon. But it can be done, and that game may give FIU go. You know what? I think I can.
If let's say we beat
FIU, they're ninth place in Conference USA right now.
Have they beaten anybody? What's their record?
They're 4-6. They've beaten Maine, North Texas, UConn, and Sam Houston.
Who have they lost to?
Liberty, New Mexico State, UTEP, Jacksonville State, and Middle Tennessee State, and they're coming off of a 41-16 loss and a 40-6 loss.
They beat Liberty?
No, Liberty beat
They
them.
lost to Liberty by 32.
I thought so, because they're doing well. Let me ask you this, boys. And again, Joe, just since you mentioned my sports knowledge prowess, and because of that, I feel it's okay for me to sneak this one in. What did I miss with Jimbo blowing out Mississippi State and still getting canned?
Because this is what's going to happen.
It was already in the.
That's right. They're 7-4 now. I think the board decided,
they're 6-4.
6-4. They're going to win the next one.
Yeah.
And it's like New Mexico State, but then they're going to go to LSU. So the seasons will end up 7-5. Yeah. And so is that right? Yeah. They would be 7-5. So Roger, they were 5-7 last year. They would be 7-5, Wally, and they just said, this is not working. You got all the money. You got.
Here's the great quote: "You're either moving forward or you're stuck." We were stuck. Something was not working to reach our full potential.
Yeah. And so
that's exactly what Ross Bjork said, by the way. The athletic director said we're stuck in neutral.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I've got the quote here if you want to play it.
Is
that what you just read?
What Wally just read?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he just read.
Okay.
I did it in impersonation.
The other, did you see play that? Listen to this, Pat. Listen to Lane Kiffin. And this is why I heard Lane Kiffin's name is being associated with, I don't know if you heard this, is the A&M could be looking at Kiffin, not that we go, or either Jeff Traylor. But listen to what Kiffin had to say after the Georgia loss.
That's a good question. We got to recruit at a higher level. I'm not blaming people. We got to coach better. But at some point, whatever those stats are. We've signed 1 5-star, they've signed 24 or something. Those kind of do show up at some point. So we'd have to recruit it at a better level, do a better job recruiting.
So the point is ceiling. Yeah.
The A&M athletic director is the former Ole Miss AD. Coincidentally, not that it has anything to do with any hiring processes, but good guy.
Well, the point there, I think, with Kiffin is just saying, we got 1 5-star. Georgia's got 24. You want to know how to win in this league? It's hard to beat.
It was hard before because years ago it was facilities, wasn't it? Years ago it was an arms race for facilities. Now it's arms race for NIL, and so and we all know the pockets of Georgia, the pockets of A&M, Texas, Alabama, they're deep. They're real deep.
Yeah, it just I'm just curious what happens now. What do you think? Where do you think A&M will go? What do you think they'll go after? Who they'll go after?
No earthly idea. Whoever Jimmy Sexton tells me.
Jeff Traylor is the guy. He's a Texas guy. He's doing great at Texas San Antonio. So he was
on Bielema's staff.
He was on Bielema's staff for a while.
Lane Kiffin's done phenomenal.
Yeah. They could go after him because what he said, he can coach it, but he feels like maybe that he's reached his ceiling.
What's his losses to? Alabama and Georgia?
Yeah. What are they? Yeah. They're 9-2.
And he was almost your coach. $100,000 more, and he would have been your coach.
That was the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. I didn't know if that was true. That is
from Jimmy. So.
The big ones that Adam Rittenberg of ESPN listed, he said Dan Lanning at Oregon, which I think would be outstanding, but I'm not sure they could swing that. Jeff Traylor at UTSA was a big one too, and then Lane Kiffin was the other big one.
So Dan Lanning was a defense coordinator at Georgia. Should have probably won the Bronze Award 2 years ago. And he's got a top 10 team at Oregon, but he also knows the South. He was at Georgia for several years. He probably loved to get and had the access.
And he's changed Oregon's football. How they they were kind of we'll beat you 49-44, and he's brought some old Georgia physicality up there.
And their offense is still scoring 49.
Right. Yeah, but what sets them apart is their defense is really, something that they really never had up there.
Where's Jeff Traylor from?
I don't know where he's from. He's at
UTSA. He's from Texas.
Yeah, now.
So you should be at staff on Chad Morris.
No, I think it was Bielema. Was it Bielema or Morris? I was thinking it was. Maybe it was Morris. Maybe it was Morris, Wally.
It was Morris.
I think it was Morris. That's right. Yeah, and he got a great reputation. He's doing a good job down there. I think everybody wants him. But do you think, back to your point, Wally, we got Pat Bradley on the line too. Do you think that Sam makes it through this year, regardless of what happens? Your instinct tell you that?
I can tell you without a doubt, I don't know.
That's what's so funny. Everybody.
Well, that's too. You can't even agree to say, yeah, I think he's going to go regardless of what happens. If
what do you think?
FIU, he's history.
What Pat? We'll ask you. I'll let you go. What do you think should happen with this coaching situation?
I don't see there being a move made. I don't know how you guys feel, but I just I think we talked about this. Unless you have somebody, but I don't know why you make a move in season. I'm assuming A&M, for instance, probably has their guy, pinned down, whoever it is they're going after. So that's the way I feel about it.
All right, Pat, we do obviously want to thank Roger out of Coal Community Federal Credit Union.
Yeah.
Gary Hill, MSSO, will be the new co-sponsor for Pat.
Yeah, we
Pat,
appreciate it.
Great to see you last week, Pat.
Sorry about the couch.
Pat left a marinara stain on my chair. So what's going on? Marinara sauce.
I don't even want to get it. Pat, do me a favor. Call your mother.
Me and
Joe and I said hello for us. Listen, what are you eating? You've got marinara sauce on there. Why do you even leave him on there on the couch?
Me and the guests were throwing around meatballs.
Yeah, I come back. Listen, he's got my house behind my. I'm up in Fayetteville doing the NL deal.
What does he got? He got a flyer with
He had the house to himself.
Was he with himself?
Marinara sauce everywhere when I come back.
It sounds like a stepbrother. Marinara sauce everywhere. Look like Helter Skelter.
All right, Pat. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Pistol.
All right, love you, boys.
Love you too, buddy.
Thanks again to Alcor for doing that. Check them out here in a couple of weeks to let you know about that refinancing that vehicle at the end of the year, and also to Gary Hill for MSS Oil and Splash for what they're doing, stepping up. They've been a big supporter in a lot of ways. Thank you very much. We had lunch, and thanks for lunch at Capitol last week to Gary. Yeah.
By the way, too, do we have a Razorback Rewind? Is there any sense to do that, Josh? There was nothing.
I have it. I have prepared it.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to play it.
I can't imagine what it is.
It's a 1 minute and 17-second Auburn 6-touchdown compilation is what it is.
I was about to say, it's not even us, is it? But we'll take a listen to that when we come back. We're at CORKYS now. Here's the bottom line, Wally. 50% of everything spent at CORKYS today will go to the Children's Advocacy Centers of Arkansas. It's a great call. So
it is.
And we're going to talk a minute about what's going on here. I see a big screen TV. I see another big screen TV.
I'm trying to hook that up, but I don't know where you're getting your local
He's
channel.
raising his game here,
exactly.
Joe is.
We've got to get your a password, Joe, so I can get
fixing
YouTube
up
TV.
our meeting room up here, making it nicer. Got our TV changed a little bit. Put a big screen TV in
Look at you.
Look at that.
I like it.
Wally's drinking coffee out of a slaw cup.
All right, 7:30 before we ban.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday morning. Call Morning Mayhem and let them know how you feel about how they did. One sentence and one sentence only.
This is Sports Center.
A difficult weekend for Division I football teams in the state of Arkansas. The Razorbacks fall 48-10 at home against the Auburn Tigers. They are now 3-7 overall, 1-6 in Southeastern Conference play. UCA was the one bright spot of the weekend. They get a 27-24 victory over Eastern Kentucky. A Hail Mary at the last second of the game gets the Bears to 7-3 on the season. Arkansas State lost in Sun Belt action against South Alabama 21-14. They tried to mount a late rally, were not able to do it. The Red Wolves are now 5-5 overall. And finally, UAPB loses to Grambling State 43-14 on Friday. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center
with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
A nice fall week ahead with chilly mornings, but afternoons mostly in the 60s, mostly sunny skies. By Friday, we'll get up to 70 degrees. Not much rain except for some small chances the next few days in eastern Arkansas. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in on Thursday nights between 8 and 9:30 for the Between the Mats High School football show featuring Matt McJunkins, Matt Wilcox, and Thomas Thrash from Hooten's Football. You'll hear coaches' interviews, weekly top 10s, players of the week, and the fan interactive Pick'em Challenge. Brought to you by American Safeguard Insurance, Collier Roofing, and Globe Life Liberty National Everett and Associates.
Are you driving right now and you've got pain, maybe in your knees, your hips, or even your back? Don't let it sideline you any longer, and don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now for the future of pain relief. Hey everybody, it's RJ Hawk. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, restoring and repairing damaged joint tissue, the natural way. This is the science of using properties from your own body to bring you lasting relief with no drugs and no downtime. QC Kinetics is trusted by patients all over America, and even right here in Central Arkansas. They have over 150 clinics nationwide with advanced protocols that can get you moving again. Get started now so you can live big in 2024. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation at 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. The consultation is free. Give them a try today. That's QC Kinetics.
Once a year, Saracen gives away a coveted BMW to one lucky winner. This month is that special time, and you could be the winner of an amazing BMW X5 SUV from Saracen Casino and BMW of Little Rock. Play to win a top-of-the-line BMW SUV only at Saracen Casino Resort. Just a short 40 minutes away, Saracen Casino is Little Rock's closest place to play and win a BMW X5 SUV.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hey, did you know the Statue of Liberty is the largest holiday gift ever given?
That's a big deal, just like those at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hey, did you know when the year ends, so do the deals? It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or get up to $3,500 bonus cash on the Hyundai Santa Fe. Now for a limited time, only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end November 30th. Call 469-613-0227 for details.
Got a question? The fastest way to get on the show is to text us at 661-1037. Welcome back to the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio.
The offense comes on the field with 5 seconds to go. They'll run a play, and this one will end. Dominique Johnson's the running back. Criswell's in the gun, and he's going to throw it. Jacoby backs up, going to fire it over the middle. Wanted Bryce Stevens incomplete off his hands, and the ball game is over. Sam Pittman heads to midfield. Hugh Freeze, for the second year in a row, has brought a team to Fayetteville and knocked off the Razorbacks.
They were ready to play. I felt like we were through the week. I thought we, coming off of the week, had a really good week of practice. But we got dominated today, and we got to go back to work and figure out why.
This week's segment with Wally Hall is presented by Capital Smokehouse Grill. Check in for daily specials at 915 West Capitol in Little Rock. Now, to the most powerful pen in the state, here is Wally Hall.
7:38 here at CORKYS. Wally, back on the Sam Pittman. Do you think he needs to continue? Do you think he should?
I think he needs to put say in. We need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
After 10 games, they're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what it is. They're not playing like a team.
Right.
They're not playing together. Period.
Well, so if they beat Florida National and get beat by 30 against Missouri, do you think he needs to get another year?
Are you asking me what I would do if I was AD?
Yep.
I'd make a change.
Yeah.
Do I think Hunter will? No.
Just because he's Hunter's guy. But you know there are boosters that are in his ear saying this is not. He almost what the other night was a Western Kentucky moment. It was a team that was not ranked. This was not a number 1, number 5, number 10 ranked Auburn team. This was an unranked Auburn team getting better. Really? That we were favored, and we got beat 48-10 on our home field. I mean, that reminded me of Western Kentucky.
My wife's cousin was at the game. She's a professor at Auburn. She said, never in my wildest dreams did I expect this.
Yeah, I think you saw it early that we had no answer for, they schemed us well. They on both sides of the ball. Give up a 75-yard punt return right off the bat. You heard the boos. You got it there. And Roger, what it was, Wally, it was the play where they couldn't decide what to do. Do they go for it on their own side of the field, 4th down? Remember, they got it behind the huddle and then call timeout. It was almost just the same thing that you're seeing, that same indecision. And boy, it booed. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm at an NFL game. I've never heard it booed.
And then they ran it out of the shotgun.
Yeah, I can't remember what they did. They got it.
Yeah, they did. They came out of the timeout in shotgun
again. I'm sitting there looking, going, why do you keep doing it? And he got it going away.
Yeah, that was. They used the fullback. They used the fullback as a blocking back, obviously, and got it. But it just, my question is what will the fan base do? You obviously, social media is on fire. They're ready to move on. If you're at week 10. And you look how Auburn looks, and you look how we look. How do you go down to Florida and play that way, and then come back and lay an egg at home? That's the big question, and he's ultimately responsible for it.
They caught some breaks for Florida. I'm not taking anything away from the win. Great win. They didn't get called for pass interference late in the game.
So they got some breaks, but even to go down there, even with the breaks, and they had 2 weeks to prepare for Florida. Florida hadn't seen them, so maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what they need to do, schedule every other week.
Yeah, but Wally, if the last game they play is Missouri, and Eli Drinkwitz wants to come in here and hang a half 100 on us, easily. If they do that, I just don't know how in the world this program, how you keep going forward. You lose the fans, the recruiting probably will suffer. You end up, what does he end up, how many wins do we have? I don't even know. Three. We end up with 4 wins. We'll be obviously in Florida.
They had a ton of recruits on campus.
Yeah.
What do you think that those kids are thinking?
Yeah. You look up in the crowd, and you saw half the crowd is gone by the middle of the third quarter.
Yeah.
It reminded me. I took a picture, Roger. I almost sent side by side of the last game with Chad Morris when it was like 15,000 people. It looked like a high school game.
What was the energy like before the game? Because watching on TV, it didn't feel like there was a ton of energy going into it. Was there?
I thought it was fine. Yeah,
I thought the crowd was good.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. Yeah,
the team had none. I'll tell you that. The team had no energy.
That's right. It was one of those things that came out fast and furious. And at least we got basketball tonight, Wally. That's a positive that we can.
Well, it is, but now I got to add ESPNU to my. Already.
You don't have that yet? What?
It's not. I don't have. I found out yesterday. I don't have it.
Stand the newfangled TVs. It was 4, 7, and 11, and that was it.
Ryan McGee at the Touchdown Club today. There are tickets available. You can actually go to the DoubleTree, or you can listen online or watch online. You can listen to the Buzz. You can watch it Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter on the Touchdown Club account. It's funny. This is, you got 2 weeks to go. You got this one. You got David Cutcliffe next week, and I'm almost like football season. I'm ready for it to be done. It's been a good year, but you sort of you limp your way through. Heisman vote. Jaden Daniels, much to the chagrin of Josh and Justin Moore, continues to play himself into the conversation. He did something that it's the craziest numbers ever. He did something, Roger, that no quarterback in the history, FBS quarterback in the history of that college level has ever done before. He goes over 600 yards in total offense. It's one thing to throw for 350. He ran for 230. I've never heard of a quarterback running against an SEC defense. Not a great one, but still.
Right out of concussion.
Yeah, that's right. So who you leaning towards? Bo Nix? You leaning towards the kid at Washington? You leaning towards Daniels? Who are you thinking?
Right now, my top would be Daniels.
Yeah.
Nix will be on my 3, which I thought I would never, ever say.
You have to give him credit and remind me to maybe pop him up to media.
Best thing ever happened to him was leaving Auburn.
What's that?
Nix.
Oh, it was. You look at what he's done over there. I mean, and listen, nobody's talking about them nationally. They're a good football team. Their defense is not great, but I'll tell you, and you look what Georgia did to Ole Miss. My Lord, I mean that's a decent Ole Miss football team, not a great one, but the Georgia just dismantling. Ohio State looks good. Michigan looks good. Those 3 are probably the best, right?
I've got to think this is going to affect Michigan somewhere. This off the field stuff.
So, Roger, did you hear who the attorney is for Harbaugh?
I did not.
It is Tom Mars.
Okay.
Who we've had on the show before.
Sure.
And he's it'll be interesting to see what happens there, Wally, if he gets the injunction.
He's got Tom Mars, he wins.
That's what I would think. I thought maybe they'd get the injunction before the Penn State game. They didn't need it. Josh, we'll take a break now. 661-1037 is the text line. I know we've been getting multiple texts, and a lot of them today, Roger. Here's one as we go to break. The most fired up we've seen Sam all year was when folks on Twitter called him fat. That says it all. A&M set the bar by firing a coach with a winning record. Pittman will be terminated at noon today. Is there any chance for Deion to end up at Arkansas? He would pull recruits. He's a muscleman of college football. no, I do not think he would be here.
Listen, it's not Dion. It's not Muscle. Listen, Sam's not a head coach. That came and passed him by 20 years ago, and I think he's out of his element. And I think he lost a lot of fire once he got the big contract. You got a guy like Gus Malzahn, you got a guy like Lane Kiffin, you got Hugh Freeze. These guys, and Gus maybe the third of the two. These guys still have fire in them, and they want to win, and they stick it in your face.
Right now, though, you're going to be competing with A&M for head coach.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford whoever A&M is going to do. Who's that? No, they're not going to hire Kingsbury. By the way, somebody said, "What about Jimbo? What about Jimbo?"
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Well, he's got $75 million.
No,
take a week off, Jimbo.
How much would he pay us?
It's very good.
Take a week off.
Right,
so is Bobby's not the, and I call him Bobby because I got selfies with him. He's not the interim, is he?
No, I don't
They
think
didn't give it to him?
I don't think so.
They did not?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think I heard that.
Don't forget, 50% of all the sales at CORKYS today, both locations, goes to the Children's Advocacy Centers. Yeah. It's a great cause. We'll visit with Danielle Musselman a little bit later in the show as well, and former First Lady Susan Hutchinson. Good folks. It is 7:45 here at CORKYS.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Now is the time to gear up for the hunt just in time for deer season. And as always, Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart has got you covered. Like the Big Game Hunter HD 1.5 ladder stand, now $149. Or the Money Outdoors Skybox Deluxe ladder stand at only $189. All this along with the vast selection of deer rifles, high-quality scopes, rifle ammo, and deer scent. Max has everything you need to bag that buck. In Stuttgart or online at maxpw.com. Max Prairie Wings, your one-stop shop for all of your hunting needs.
From sales, service, parts, and rental equipment, River Valley Tractor does it all and does it right. Your leading Kubota dealer is right around the corner with 5 locations throughout Central Arkansas. River Valley Tractor, serving Central Arkansas in Bryant, Sherwood, Conway, Russellville, and Pine Bluff. Work smarter this year, not harder, with River Valley Tractor. Online at rivervalleytractor.com. River Valley Tractor, closer than you think.
This is Pat Bradley for River City Flooring, where you can pick your payment. Get 0% interest for 12, 24, or 36 months, and River City Flooring in Maumelle is where you'll save 50% on all in-stock waterproof LVP flooring. And did you know River City Flooring carries cabinets? So stop in and let my friends at River City Flooring help you with your remodel. Kitchen, bath, living, dining, they do it all. Check out River City Flooring in Maumelle at their huge new showroom on Maumelle Boulevard just off 430.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, Risankizumab Risa, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Clint Sterner joins Justin and Wes in the zone courtesy of Chris Crane Hyundai of Conway. Shop Chris Crane Hyundai's selection of new and pre-owned vehicles online at chriscranehyundai.com. It's Clint Sterner in the zone each week, brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai of Conway on your fun and game station 103.7 The Buzz.
Kevin Harlan here from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. This week, Josh Allen and the Bills meet the Broncos. Buffalo needs a win following last week's loss at the Bengals. Quarterback Russell Wilson and Denver are coming off a bye and a 2-game winning streak. Ross Tucker and I'll have all the action of the Broncos at the Bills on Monday Night Football.
right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
Score early this NFL season with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use, there's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Must be 21 plus and present state where lawful to wager. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. First online real money wager only $5 pregame moneyline wager required. First online real money wager only $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona, 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana, 1-800-522-4700 visit KSGamblingHelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia or call 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Help is here. Visit gamblinghelpma.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studios. Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts, Sherwin, what does it mean to you?
Well, I thank the Lord. Well, I thank Coach Harbaugh. Love you, man. Love you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Good Lord. That was a Josh, would you please get that pull that clip there? That was Wally sneezing into his mic there.
Did he sneeze or blow your nose? Okay.
I don't know we were live. So yes, so that coach, which you just said he was a fake. He may be here in Little Rock in 2 weeks.
He's a great guy.
The offensive coordinator from Michigan. He was live doing the interview, dropping F-bombs left and right, like you were. Wow, you're so angry these days.
I'm not
Why
angry.
are you so angry?
What are you kidding?
You don't think he had real emotion there? He was excited that
he was like crying. He was. There were tears coming down his face.
Wow.
He was trying to cry.
Not everybody's a beautiful crier, Raj. Not everybody looks gorgeous when they're.
He was. Listen, no.
Navy Roger's back.
It's not Navy Roger. It's you. First of all, the guy was fake crying.
Wow.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts, Sherwin, what does it mean to you?
Well, I thank the Lord. Well, I thank Coach Harbaugh.
Thank the Lord. F you.
Love you, man. Love you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene in Tropic Thunder where Ben Stiller is trying to cry and he can't do it.
His face is covered in tears if you watch the video, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
I made a post on Saturday saying deer season began. I said on my post for the football game. So if you killed a buck, post it. So we got to give a shout out to Aubrey Whitaker. We know who she is in East End. Good job, Aubrey.
Yeah, way to go, girl.
She's probably 10 years old, 12 years old, something like that. Maybe she's 13, but killed a big old buck. Madeline Price killed a big one. The Grove.
Way to go, Maddie.
Kaysen Walker, Kevin Nagel, and Wesley Lower did it at the Lower Farms in Wheatley, Arkansas. So
way to go, fellas.
Good job.
No RJ Hawk.
No RJ Hawk. Or even Justin took his daughter out more in the killing thing. Saw Jimbo Ramsey and his dad Rick Ramsey at the game.
Oh, I saw a photograph of that. Absolutely.
Don't forget, Joe, you are here helping out. CORKYS is both locations a really good cause, and it's Arkansas Children's Advocacy Centers. These are Wally. These are centers that deal with kids that are abused, sexually or physically in their home, whatever the case. But they're in every county.
Yep.
And 50% of everything you do today at both locations goes to this group.
Yeah, I mean, great cause that it helps law enforcement take kids to a place where they're safe, where they're looked out for. And again, the thing that struck me is that
they don't have to keep repeating and telling different people who come in the room over and over again what happened to them. Yep. They try to do that to where it's one time, and they can get everything. I don't know how that works, documented or analyzed, or how whatever the term that needs to be there. But it's one time, and that's the thing. And again, they're safe, and all the specialists and things are there for them. Family members, if there's other children in the home, they can come too. And I think it helps law enforcement because it really gives them a place to go. A lot of times we put so much on our law enforcement. They're trying to be psychologists and everything, and it gives them a place to take these children to an expert, to people who are trained in this and know what to do and know how to approach it. And
there's a horrible thing, and it's great that we have this.
It's great that we have it. It's sad that
it's sad. It's terrible.
But it's the way it is.
While we had a young lady at the banquet that we did, that Joe was the chair of, and Daniel Musselman was honored, a girl who went through that and was abused more than once at home by family members, and she got up there and was so impressed of what she had been through and was still strong.
Is there somewhere people can make a donation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, where can they go, Joe?
I'm sure. You can just. I'm sure you can go to the Children's Advocacy Center. Website, and I'll get.
We'll find that in just a second.
But I promise you, they have one on their website for sure. Children's Advocacy Center, CAC, Arkansas. I'm sure they have a website.
Everything today, everything you buy, 50% of it will go towards that good cause. Also, we got our question of the day up. What should Hunter Yurachek do with Sam Pittman? Fire Sam Pittman now? Fire Sam Pittman at the end of the season, or give Sam one more year? Here's where what do you think we are, Raj? What do you think?
I think Sam is at 41% firing him now. I think it's 35.1% is fire Sam at the end of the season, and just taking a shot in the arm here, a shot in the dark. 23.8% say give him one more year.
So 72% say move on. 25% say give him another year.
Also, we have some breaking news that Zach Arnett has been fired at Mississippi State. So
okay, that did not take long for that experiment to be done.
How does that ever happen? That two coaches, opposite sides of the field, both lose their job.
Wow, yeah, that's a good point, Roger. That's crazy.
That's a great point. That is a great point, Roger. Usually you see the losing team,
Yeah, the team just played each other.
That is interesting. That is really bizarre.
Website is cacarkansas.org is the website. I'm
Say it
sure
again.
cacarkansas.org. I'm sure there's information on there to where you can donate. But again, I'll get that information for sure too.
And hello to my beautiful wife, who says, "Have a soft and loving heart, Roger.
Yes,
Jesus loves you."
Yes, man.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you,
WJD.
I appreciate that.
WWJD. Coming up next, Daniel Musselman's going to join us.
Great.
Roy's a little cold. Get that sneeze. I want to hear that sneeze.
It's not a sneeze. It was a blow.
Wait, I got to say something.
So everybody go to break. You got 10 seconds.
I'll wait.
All right. 8 o'clock. Hey folks, it's David Basil out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the Black Friday sales event. Buy now and make no payments till February, plus available sales tax paid. Only at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. You can get that new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram that you've been wanting and save your cash for the holidays. Drive home in a new vehicle today and make no payments till next year. Get 2.9% financing on new Rams and up to $12,000 discounts on new Ram Limiteds. And you'll save over 10% on new 2023 Ram 2500s and 3500s. It's the best time to buy a new Ram heavy-duty truck. Fletcher has great deals on every new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram in stock. So go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. They'll treat you right. No games, no gimmicks. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, shop Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood.
Listen every Wednesday when RJ Hawk joins his old buddies on Morning Mayhem. Presented by Natural State Wholesale Flooring. See everything that Natural State Wholesale has to offer at naturalstatewholesale.com.
It's where the big boys come to play.
This is madness. This is Sparta.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Ryan Houston.
Paris Police Chief Robin Ellington died Saturday morning, according to the police department. In a statement they wrote on Facebook, "As we are very deeply sad, we know that she has gone home to the good Lord. She is in a much better place and does not have to worry about anything." The quote goes on to say she was a deeply religious woman and dedicated her life to the Lord. Arkansas State Police and the Washington County Sheriff's Office are investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened Sunday morning near Prairie Grove. After responding to a call on Jim Hall Road, deputies encountered 46-year-old Ismael Fernandez. According to witnesses, deputies fired on Fernandez after he pointed a handgun at them. No officers were injured. The two deputies involved are now on administrative leave while the sheriff's office investigates. For more news and weather, download the free KTV News and Weather apps from the Channel 7 Newsroom. I'm Ryan Houston.
Don't get stuck in the red zone with high interest payments. Telco Federal Credit Union's auto loans are the perfect season pass with competitive rates and flexible terms. Visit telco.com and drive home a winner.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a cool start today, we'll get up to 68 degrees this afternoon. Mostly sunny skies. Tonight's low drops down to 48. We'll see 60s for highs the next few days and small rain chances mainly eastern Arkansas. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
It's the Average Guy Movie Review, Thursdays in the Zone, with me, Justin Acree, and Wes Moore. Presented by Rock and Roll Sushi. Our friends from Rock and Roll Sushi will come in and recap or look ahead to what's trending on TV, the big screen, Netflix, or wherever you get your entertainment. It's presented by Rock and Roll Sushi. Deliciously twisted flavors and a rock and roll vibe that'll blow your mind. rockandrollsushi.com.
Roger Scott for Leaf Guard of Arkansas. It's that time of year, fall, and all those beautiful leaves that have turned different colors are about to turn loose and end up on your lawn. But not all of them. A great many of them will end up in your uncovered gutters, those old rusty gutters, and they're going to be trapping all that muck and mud and shingle grit. Now, spring's going to be here before you know it, and you'll be faced with a choice then. Pay someone to clean those clogged gutters or waste an entire weekend, maybe even more, climbing ladders and cleaning out gutters. You're better than that. You need the ultimate solution. You need Leaf Guard gutters. The only true one-piece seamless covered gutter system on the market. And here's the deal you've been waiting for. The end of the year sale. You'll save a whopping 75% on labor for a complete Leaf Guard system. But that's not all. With our special financing offer, there's no monthly interest if you pay in full within 12 months. Do not let those leaves and debris ruin your gutters, and don't wait until spring. Call Leaf Guard at 501-664-5400 or visit leafguardandmore.com. Leaf Guard of Arkansas, the only name you need for gutter protection.
No lunch plans yet today? Here's a suggestion. How about downtown Little Rock's favorite go-to lunch spot, Capital Smokehouse and Grill, featuring the most delicious daily lunch specials you'll find anywhere, including rotating dishes such as chicken and dressing, meatloaf, chicken fried steak, pot roast, fried chicken breasts, and so much more, including catfish on Fridays. Capital Smokehouse and Grill, open weekdays from 11 till 2, or click on capitalsmokehouseandgrill.com. Also available for catering any size event or party.
This is Pat Bradley for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Hunting season has arrived in Arkansas. Alcoa Community FCU has the perfect loan to cover all your hunting adventures, whether hunting the natural state or looking for a new travel trailer or going on an expedition. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union will help get you there with the perfect loan. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Online at alcoacommunityfcu.org.
Hi, neighbor. It's Garen with Shamrock Roofing. Have you been denied a new roof by your insurance company after storm damage? You won't be denied at Shamrock Roofing. Give us a call or visit us at shamrockroofer.com. Right now, we're offering a free impact-resistant roof upgrade. Plus, if you've been denied coverage by your insurance company after the storms, you automatically qualify to win a new roof for free. Just visit shamrockroofer.com for details. Shamrock Roofing, where one call does it all, at shamrockroofer.com.
Thanksgiving is almost here, which means it's time to start thinking about your holiday plans. This year, save time along with the worry and hassle, and let the team at Edwards Food Giant do it for you. Their turkey dinner includes the turkey, as well as their signature cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. All fully cooked, homemade, and ready for you to heat and serve to your family. If that's not enough, their deluxe turkey dinner also includes sweet potato casserole, green beans, and apple pie. Now That's what I call a Thanksgiving spread. Click on edwardsfoodgiant.com to view their full menus and find out how to order your dinner.
All year long, your HR department has to field random questions like, how do I enroll in benefits? How much PTO do I have? And who do I talk to about 401k? Now, it's close to the end of the year, and everyone needs to know about insurance renewals. It's a lot. That's why more and more businesses are turning to the payroll company. Because your HR people are not Google, and they don't always have time to answer everything. The payroll company. Less headaches, more than payroll. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Tacos for Life has a crazy gift promotion going on from now until the end of the year. Buy a $25 gift card, and they'll give you an additional $10 to spend at the restaurant. You can use that $10 to eat any of their 14 delicious craft tacos made from ingredients you know and love. This gift card promotion from Tacos for Life is happening now, so hurry in today or purchase e-gift cards online at tacosforlife.com.
Raising money for a great cause today. The Children's Advocacy Centers of Arkansas. And great to have, in addition to having Wally Hall here, Joe Klein here, a woman who gave her time a few weeks ago to be honored at a banquet raising money for the Arkansas Children's Advocacy Centers.
Get it right. That's the First Lady of Arkansas, and you better say it with respect.
She's the First Lady of Coaches, the First Lady of Basketball.
She's number one. All right, let's just get it straight.
Good morning, Danielle. How are you?
Good morning. I mean, with that kind of introduction, I'll join you guys anytime.
I'm just trying to get you the respect that you've earned and are due for David Bell.
I want to apologize, Danielle. She called a little early, and she had to listen to our 6-minute commercial. Danielle, so Danielle, my apologies there for that.
Hey, thanks so much.
I said it when I was emceeing the event. I don't know why we've seen another coach's spouse
that has been more giving
to multiple organizations. She's down here. I see her as much as you guys. She's being honored by organization to organization. Danielle, I think it's wonderful that you're doing that. You're giving your time. Eric is too. But especially talk about the Arkansas Children's Advocacy Centers and why that's an important cause for you.
Well, just for me as a mom, that's something that I can't even imagine that happening to any of my children and any of my children needing to go to one of the advocacy centers. But I had the opportunity to visit the local one here in Northwest Arkansas, and I was just taken by it. And our players also had the opportunity, and they had the same response. And so, I have to kind of pick and choose where I'm going to jump in, and so I just there's some nonprofits that tug at the heartstrings a little bit more than the others, and that's definitely one of them.
Danielle, I didn't really know a whole lot about it till Susan Hutchison approached me, and then everybody else started approaching Dana and I. And I think the thing that really, as you said, we don't know a lot about it, but I think the thing that really struck me was that when children are taken initially, the law enforcement had nowhere to go with them. And then the thing that struck me was when they started talking about these young kids would have to keep telling their story or what happened to them over and over and over again. And the centers really get them to the right people right away, and for lack of a better term, simplify the hardship that they're going through to get them the best care as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, and what I just kept thinking of, the people that work there that are able to deal with these tragic situations day after day after day. I just have so much respect for people that are able to do that, to be honest with you.
No doubt.
Listen, you were wonderful to help out the great calls, and I think what Joe and his partners here at CORKYS are doing today is 50% off everything that's sold will go to the children's advocacy centers. And Danielle, it's just thank you again for helping out so many great causes, and it helps so much that the basketball team is playing so well.
What's the scouting report? What are we looking at? You gotta stop on inside. How we playing? I know you're the one who gives him the game plan. So tell us how we're playing the pick and roll tonight. I just want to watching. I know.
Okay, I don't have a game plan, but I do listen quite a bit, and what I have been told is that they are a very quick team, but they don't have a lot of size. So, we're going to be trying to run with them and play really, really hard because he said they're a team that's going to play hard and they get up and down the court quite fast. But we should be able to beat them on the boards with no problem. So
you and Eric are a dynamic couple. Anybody that can keep up with him, number one, and the fact that he snagged you, that was very impressive. Great recruiter. That's exactly right. Danielle, thanks again. We appreciate you checking in with us and talking about these great calls. And again, thank you for all the time you give to great causes in Arkansas.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I hope you have a good time this morning.
Thanks, Danielle. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go Hogs.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
She gives back, man. She's sharp. She gave up an ESPN career, to go with him. And if you want to be part of the show, 103.7.
I didn't know that story until I don't know last couple of weeks. I don't know where I saw it or read it or heard it that she was with ESPN. She does. That's how they met, which makes sense. But I didn't.
Yeah, he made a move on her. He saw him at a party, and he went up, made his move, and it worked. I think they ended up connecting later, but gotta give you credit. She's sharp as a tack. Wally, we've seen a lot of coaches' spouses that who've been involved and given their time, but I don't think anything to this degree where she is, because she's so polished, she's good, she's social media. So
she's as community involved as any I've ever met.
Yeah. What did you want to say? You want to say something when you said I want to say something. We ran out of time with that.
Well, it's on football. You really want to talk about it?
You bet. Yeah, let's hear it.
I think it was ironic that both Mississippi State coach got fired, and he and Dan Enos both did the same identical thing.
Yeah.
They came in and changed the offense. Only fifth-year senior.
Spent 4
years practicing one system and knew it and was comfortable with it. And they put him in a different system.
That's the coach.
Will be bigger than the team.
Yeah, and it's just not a wise strategy. By the way, I meant to say this is that Roger forgot that also Danielle Musselman. She does philanthropy through Arkansas Community Foundation, where Jessica works. So, who give a lot of people give money to that organization and contributing out. So, good job there, Arkansas Community Foundation and Danielle. Wally, it is interesting how you change things. And Leach came in. That was Leach's calling card at Mississippi State. And why do you not just continue that? It just let me tell you, they weren't playing around at Mississippi State. Hey. You had one chance. It looked like you were doing the right. And the first thing was wrong was you changed the offense with a number one passing guy in the history of the SEC.
Will Rogers was going to go to Washington State because he wanted to run the air raid offense. He had run it in high school. He'd run it his whole life, and a guy comes in and decides to make it a running attack.
Yeah.